Afternoon, brothers, sisters, fellow Pathfinders. Wanted to show you my little tarp system, carrying case I got for it and everything that I finished making out of the extra fabric. I've got a small stuff sack here, just got a piece of paracord sewn to the top of it to seal it shut. I've got 8 tent stakes that I made out of 1/8" brazing rod. They're not real thick, they're a little bendable, but you know, for most of the terrain I go into, that'll work just fine. If I'm in really soft soil, I can tie them to the middle of it and actually bury this under the dirt, and that'll hold it snug. And like I said, they just fit in there. I just got a piece of paracord stitched to the top of this so that I can bring it around, snug it down, and then just tie a little slip knot in it. Just a little, you know, standard knot. I don't know what you'd call it. I'm not a knot expert. And of course, I got my stuff sack that holds. This is how big the tarp is. Still got plenty of room to compress it and everything. And then I've got 2 Ridgelines made up with my figure 9s. There's about 6 foot of Ridgeline here with my figure 9s on it, so that I can hang it. You know, most of the places I go, of course, I'll always have parachute cord with me, so if I need a little bit more length than that, I've got it. I've got 2 of these, like I said, already made up, ready to rock and roll, so it shouldn't take me long to set it up. The reason why I like those figure 9s is it gives me adjustability on moving my tarp left and right in relationship to my hammock, so that I keep it covered. So I got 2 of those. And then I made 8 of these little tie out points here, just using some I used 2 different colors of paracord, just so if it's dark I'll be able to see which end is which. This end is for tying to my stake, and I've just got a constrictor knot tied around the end of my bungee cord. I just went to the hardware store and bought bungee cord, and then I've got a bowlines knot on the end so that I can run this through my tabs on my tarp, pull this back through it, and some of these are a little bit tighter than others. Like I said, I'm not a knot expert yet, but I can pull these through, and that keeps that part cinched down on my tab. Then I can tie this out, and it'll let the tarp give a good bit. You know, I've got about 1 foot long, gives me about 2 foot of stretch without putting too much tension on the tarp tabs. Lets it give, my knots gives out. In my video, we're keeping it real here on the Cable Guy Ken channel, so we're just going to tie that real quick back on there. Some of these are a little bit tighter than others, and you know, as you use your gear out in the field, that's when you find weak spots and you find things you need to change. That's what it's all about, folks. But these pack down fairly small. I just take it and start my wrap around it. When I get down to the end of my paracord and I've got most of it used up, I just run it down between the 2 pieces of bungee cord a few times, and that holds it in a nice little tight package. And all these, I can stuff them right down inside my stuff sack all around my tarp, so they're not taking up any room. It's all fabric, so I'm not worried about it, you know, poking a hole or tearing my tarp or anything. Of course, if I was in a hurry, there's enough room to just drop them down in here, but I'm trying to leave myself a little bit more, you know, space for sealing this bag up. Again, my tent stakes, they're inside one bag. They go right down inside the other side here. Pushes right down in there. And then I've got the 2 guy lines. They'll be right there on top. I could have made the stuff sack just a little bit longer. It probably made life easier on me, because it is just a tad bit shorter than I really need it. But as I said, I've got plenty of parachute cord here to wrap around it, and just give it a quick little snug pull, and just a quick little overhand knot, and that's the whole kit and caboodle, no pun intended, ready to rock and roll. I said total, I'm having to weigh myself holding the bag and not holding the bag to find out how much it weighs. I don't have a scale that'll weigh, you know, anything this small. But total weight with the stakes, the guyout lines, the stuff sack, you know, the whole thing after I've waterproofed it and everything is 2 pounds 3 ounces. It was 1.8 pounds before, so it's 2.3 pounds now. So that's not 3 ounces, it's 3/10 of a pound. Y'all do the math, you figure it out. It don't concern me because that's not that much weight at all. You add this in with the hammock, which oddly enough the hammock is bigger than this, but that does include the mosquito netting. It doesn't weigh as much as this, but the package is slightly bigger than this. But you add those two together, I can fit these in a haversack with cordage, fire making tools, and my guyout design bottle. Still have a, you know, a good kit that I can go out in the woods with, and not have what, 7 pounds of gear on me. You know, that's good for me. That's what I'm trying to say, is that's, you know, I know some people that have lighter kits. That's all good and well and done, but I made this. I'm kind of proud of it. I'll get to see exactly how well it holds up and everything once we get out in the woods. You can see I just stitched the sides of this and then turned it inside out to make the little stuff sack. I'm loving the color. It's versatile. The stuff sack itself has been waterproofed, so it could double as a water carrier. So I'm good to go. That's it for Cable Guy Ken. Just wanted to show you that real quick. I'll do a little video here shortly, just maybe making a stuff sack, but there's plenty of them out there on YouTube. So appreciate everybody watching. Thank you now.